understand the difference between the two piles. What we talked about. Okay, okay, so we were just going to whisper it out, but can you, so the difference between the two piles is a great business plan or a better business plan has got a lot more detail than a simpler business plan that might not answer all the questions that are necessary in order to successfully launch a business, right, a service and what have you. So it takes a lot of thought and preparation to create something that you can present to either a group of investors or a bank or a group of family members, right, who are going to fuel or fund your company to get it started. So we started talking about the types of entities that you go to when you've got a fully executed or fully completed comprehensive business plan, and they included those three typically, right? A venture capital fund, or a bank, or folks that you were looking to borrow a certain amount of money from. All three of them had different criteria that they were going to be using in judging your business plan. Banks are looking at what types of industries they previously invested in and how successful or not successful they've been previously. They've only got a certain amount of funds that they're willing to dole out. So you're competing with everybody else who's walking into the bank, for those funds. Likewise, a venture capital fund typically has focus areas that they're looking to get into, areas of expertise. But unlike a bank who's looking for a certain amount of payment back from you, right, in terms of, I give you a loan and you pay me back everything I gave you plus interest, a venture capital fund is actually looking for a piece, right, a piece of the company that they'll continue to enjoy with you as the revenue grows. And they have very particular pieces of information as you grow that they're going to be looking for. So they don't go away. The bank, writes you a check and kind of goes away. If you fail, you fail. They're obviously hounding you every month for the payment. However, venture capital is very different. They become a partner and are very active in terms of the day-to-day execution after they provide you with the money. So we talked about, investing. If you went to somebody and said, please invest $1.5 million in this great idea that I've got, number one, I've thought it out, and here's all the different responses to the questions that I think you should be asking and answering, or you should be asking me and I should be answering for you. And also, as you're presenting this information, you're asking them to please invest in you. Because you, as part of this, are a huge portion, right? Because you're the person who, if they buy into it, is going to be responsible for making it happen. So last week we had kind of a speed contest. We were rushing through, and I apologize because I thought I only had one session, and I forgot. Joe had certainly told me there were two, but I'd forgotten. So we rushed quite a bit through some of the presentation. I appreciate that. I think you brought it and shared it with them, so thank you for that. Did anybody else bring theirs from last week? Okay, all right, great. We're gonna refer to it, but don't worry if you don't have it, because we're gonna just, we're gonna talk through a couple of the pages, hit them again. Those that we rushed through last week that are very important. One of the things that we did last week that I thought was helpful was Matt was here last week and we were talking about his idea. And we can choose another idea and brainstorm that, or we can ask Matt to set ego aside and allow us to continue to work with his idea. Is there, does anybody else have a business idea that you'd like to throw out that you've been noodling on and think might be fun to share with the group? Is it okay if we continue with Matt's idea? All right. Matt, you're going to be on the hot seat again. All right, so Matt had shared with us that he had a business plan project that you worked through, was it Eastern or?
Indiana University.
Indiana University. And can you maybe just join me up here in the front and just help me to kind of introduce what it was that you went through in that process and how you learned about it?
Our business plan was called iVision, and it was a system that installed blind spot cameras so basically, I went down to Indiana University to take some classes, some business classes, and then in the end of it, we have a business competition, and we won, and got a really cool backpack. But basically, what the business plan does is we basically make these units that have two cameras and two monitors go in each pillar in the front of the truck, and we install them in each fleet of new 18-wheeler trucks, and it takes us 800 to make them, and 1,600, bring us on for 1,600, make double profit, and we already worked out the salaries of everybody, and basically they liked our plan, they cross-examined us, and we won. So.
All right, good deal. So we're gonna walk through, again, the business plan, this time taking a little more time. Again, if you don't have the pages, it's gonna be, no problem whatsoever. And we talked, the first time, we talked about the executive summary being the first part of the plan. First part of any business plan is an executive summary. When you work for any executive, whether it's starting your own company or working in a large corporation, you will soon find out that an executive summary is always necessary. What that is it's kind of a joke that any executive has ADD, right? Attention deficit disorder, so you have to net it out, right? What is it that you're trying to say? But when you're doing a business plan, you always save this piece to write for last. There's two types of information in any business plan: narrative and then financial, right? So financial are typically just spreadsheets that take you through numbers and show where you need to do some certain investment tranches, and then the types of sales that you're going to have that are going to then grow the company, the timing of which. The narrative is really important, and you need to always be thinking about how smoothly is it running, because you're presenting everything about this idea, and spell check. I'm not kidding. You really need to make sure that it's very professional and well written. All right. So we're gonna talk about take the different sections, and we're gonna work with Matt's business, and we're gonna kind of brainstorm through it, or he can share some of the ideas that his team came up with when they were presenting this business plan that won. The first part was the product and service. So Matt was describing to us some of the factors that would give him competitive advantage or disadvantage, or some of the factors or benefits, right? So typically, if you look at a product or a service, you're going to be describing what it does. So in Matt's words, there were cameras, right? Cameras that were hung strategically in different places within vehicles, right? Vehicles that were on the road for many hours, and ultimately the goal of hanging those cameras was safety. So looking at competitive advantage or disadvantage, last time we talked about some of the features of the cameras, and